Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Don McCord YouTube channel. So as you can tell, it's a crappy day here in Georgia. Gray skies, mist and rain all day long, but we're not gonna let that stop progress. So I've been out here working all day, me and the kids. Kids have been running around, splashing in the mud, doing kid things. And I'll get you turned around and I'll show you what we got going on. Well, so first thing we got going on here is, as you can tell, the stack is going off of the truck, and we have dual stack brackets. If you remember, if you don't, I'll let you know, but the old stack was mounted to the cab from the factory, some experimental thing that Peterbilt did at some point in their life. So those were the mounts where that stack went. Well, as you can see here, the stack flares out at the bottom. Well, it meets up with this elbow. So as you jack the cab up, the stack and the muffler went up with the cab. This elbow stayed mounted to the frame. And I'm sure that's all fine and good if you have a solid mount, cab. Well, somebody along the line added air ride to this truck. And to compensate for keeping this side down so it didn't come disconnected from the stack that used to be mounted right here, they disconnected this airbag. So they had the line cut and kinked on that side so it didn't fill this side up, but that side over there would still air up. Didn't make for that good of a ride, and that being said, completely killed this cab bushing up here, this cab mount bushing. And as you can see, look at that, everything's painted, but we'll get to that in a minute. So what I'm doing is I am putting dual 379 stacks on. They're going to be tall. I'm probably going to cut the turnouts off and do stovepipes and get another flapper, put dual flappers on it, keep it old school, keep it awesome. But yeah, these are dual stack brackets off of a 90s Volvo. And I've always loved the way these look, the way they come out. They're really easy to modify and make work on any truck, because they just lay flat against the frame like that, and then they come up. I do still have to put the crossbars in, and that will secure them a little bit better. As you can see, they're kind of, well, you can't really tell in the camera, but they're tilted out a little bit because I don't have that cross top bar in, or the one that goes diagonal. And so I got to play with that still, and man, it's just, I'm getting excited. It's gonna look sick, you guys. It's gonna look really, really good. I can't wait. So, but that being said, so dual stacks are going on soon. If anybody has any 90-degree elbows, I have a Y pipe and I have stacks, but if anybody has any 90-degree elbows and some flex pipe they'd like to donate, I would be more than happy to take it. If you're local Georgia, Alabama, I can meet up with you and grab that from you. That would be a big help. But yeah, what do y'all think? I think it's gonna look sick. Alright, so on to the next thing. Y'all remember that my last video I was preparing for frame paint. You know, that being said, somebody should have told me, hey, why don't you do your stack brackets before, you know, you paint the frame. But, you know, you live and you learn. You figure out the order you need to do things in as you go when you're doing a project like this. But so I'll get the cab jacked up and I'll let y'all see what we got going on. Be back in a second. So yeah, guys, so you know, I was preparing for paint, and yeah, now everything is painted. And when I say everything, I mean everything, from the front bumper brackets everywhere, inside of the frame, outside of the frame, radiator, fan shroud, everything is black and pretty. As far as underneath, I mean everything is painted now. Sorry, it's starting to get dark, guys, so I just wanted to get a video out quick because I know y'all been waiting for it. But yeah, everything is painted. And I say it was a crappy day today out here working in the rain. It's been a crappy day, but you can tell by all the water. And it's just been misting all day, but it's added up and added up and added up to some pretty good moisture. But yeah, I mean, everything is painted underneath. I crawled around on my back, painted everything, transmission. Of course, I got to go back and touch up all this and paint my stack brackets and all that stuff before I start mounting stacks. But I want to get everything mocked up and ready to go before I do any of that. But yeah, guys, look at that. Everything is painted now. Everything is painted and protected. That's the main reason I did it, is because, I mean, as you can tell, it's a 42-year-old frame, guys. And look at it. I want it to stay that way for the next guy. I mean, there's some old pitting here where I think they probably had the fifth wheel plate slid up. I don't believe this is the original fifth wheel that went on this truck. But I mean, as you look in here, there's no rust jacking, there's no nothing in there. So yeah, everything is painted except for this area. Gotta fix that, but I'm gonna have to do some welding in here anyway. I'll end up drilling another hole, at least one more hole through here, and then probably doing a weld along here. I'm gonna weld along here before you get to the flange of the frame, just to hold the stack brackets on straight and make sure they don't move around. I'll put another bolt in, of course, when I drill the holes. And you know, just part of it. You got to make this stuff work. Like, I got these stack brackets out of a junkyard. I love the way they look. I love the Volvo stack brackets. They're so easy to work with whenever you're, you know, trying to add stacks to a truck. But yeah, all the wires run and looking good. Everything painted. You know, it's not perfect. It is still a 42-year-old truck, but you know, nobody ever thought this truck would look this good again. Everything behind the bumper is painted. The bumper's just actually sitting on there right now. It's got a couple bolts holding it, but everything's painted there. Here's the other side. A lot of water on everything, but look at it. It's repelling water instead of soaking water in. Yeah, remember this is where I was chipping all the old 42-year-old grease out of these kingpin areas, and yeah, all done. Everything looks stellar. So yeah, it's gonna look real good when I get all these brackets finished up completely, and paint all this area, and getting rid of that stack bracket, well, that elbow bracket that used to be right here. Look, I got how clean the top of the tank is now. Like, I got all that area now. It's gonna be easy to polish. Yeah, there used to be the wet kit hydraulic tank used to mount to some brackets. Came out right here. They're over here actually. Yeah, I think this is the one I took off this side. So yeah, it used to go right like that. And then the hydraulic, they had one on the other side over there, and then the hydraulic tank mounted across the frame right there. And of course I'm gonna be putting catwalk right there. Give some space to walk up there and disconnect your air lines and do whatever you gotta do up there. But yeah, man, she's coming along, guys. I'm really excited about the way it's looking. I spent another day yesterday, probably about 4 hours, trying to figure out these rear tail lights. I can get the right side, passenger side, to function every which way they're supposed to function. Brake lights, running lights, turn signals. And then this side I can get brake lights, and I can get turn signal if I run a wire up from the pigtail for the trailer pigtail, run back here. But when I hook up brake lights back here, then I got no turn signal. If I hook up turn signal, then I got no brake lights. It's perplexing to say the least, so it's really testing me. I don't usually get tested that hard on electrical. I can usually figure it out, so I think I'm gonna end up having to trace it all the way back into the cab and figure out what's going on, because I'm pretty sure there's a wire missing back here. It looks like they're all there, but I'm pretty sure it's all missing. So, man, it's gonna look killer when I get those dual stacks on. So I just wanted to give y'all an update, show y'all everything and how it's looking, how it's coming. All right, guys, well, I appreciate y'all stopping by, and you know, we don't let a little rain and mist and rain slow us down. We're gonna keep on with our progress and try to get this thing done. Long way to go, but we're gonna get there. All right, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, PS to the video. Should I do half fenders on this truck like I did on purple? Because I have when I bought this truck, if you look back in the videos, it had full galvanized steel fenders on it. Well, me being me, I cut them in half and I painted them purple, and I built a set of half fenders for purple. Well, I have the other set, you know, the other half of full fenders as a half fender as well. So y'all let me know, should I build a set of half fenders for the Peterbilt, paint them white and put them on, or should I leave it the way it is and just do quarter fenders? Because I do have quarter fenders as well. I've got some poly quarter fenders to go on it if that's the way I go. I really want to put the half fenders on just to protect the back of the cab, because there's not one ding or dent in the back of that cab, and you know, for whoever gets it next, I'd like for it to stay that way. Just to, you know, preserve the truck a little bit. All right, well, y'all let me know, guys. And I'll see you on the next one.